Hey everyone, it's Gina. I've been promising a video about my scrap room for a long time, and I finally came to the conclusion I was never going to get it as organized as I wanted to before I did this video, so I'm going to go ahead and do the video now. And I have to apologize, I don't have a lot of natural light in this room to begin with, and now it's evening, so it's going to be a little dark, and I apologize. So anyhow, this is my workspace here. And start off at the left side here. These are all of my Sizzix dies that I have so far, and then in between there I have the cutting pads and the embossing pads and everything. For my Cuttlebug, I do not have a Sizzix, I have a Cuttlebug, but I prefer the Sizzix dies. Go figure. And then I have my Big Bite, which I love. I had just a regular Crop-A-Dile for quite some time, and it broke. And I decided to get a Big Bite instead of replacing it with another Crop-A-Dile. And I love the Big Bite so much more. So anyhow, so that's that area, and then I have my cutter. And then these are some of the embellishments that I use the most often. And if you're wondering about my containers, I used to be a soap and candle maker, and those are some leftover jars for my candle making that I decided to use. Also, all of these crates here on the countertop are from my displays when I did my craft shows for the candles and soaps. Just gotta reuse them, you know. So anyhow, there's all of my adhesives and my sponges for the distress inks, etc., etc. Speaking of distress inks, I'm getting quite a few rather. But now there's 12 more coming out. I don't know what I'm going to do. Well, yes, I do know what I'm going to do. I'm going to buy them. So there's more of my embellishments. There's the magnetic wallboard that I showed you on an earlier video. And then I have over here my embossing powders that at one point I was storing in these Tupperware style containers. I'm not going to do that anymore. They take up too much space, and it's just as easy for me to use them over a piece of scratch paper and then pour the residue back in the jar using that scratch paper. So there's some more of my embossing powders there. And there's my carousel that I love. That thing holds so much stuff. And I'm doing this without a tripod, so I'm sorry if it's shaky. So anyhow, that's my workspace. Oh, right there is just a container for odds and ends. I haven't quite gone through it yet. But, and then here, this first drawer is where I keep my punches. And the second drawer is where I keep my ribbons, which I really have to organize. Third drawer is just a bunch of junk, so I'm not even going to open that. But then I've got a power strip that I velcroed onto my table so that I've always got power to my heating tool, embossing tool, and like glue guns, things like that, and my stereo that I have to have. Alright, now over here, this is just a mishmash of stuff. This over here is a bunch of things that I thought sooner or later I might alter in some way or another. These are my brads and buttons and clips and whatever you might think of. Down here is just some of my leftover candle supplies and candles. And then this is what I really love. This is my new acquisition. A bunch of those cubes from Michaels. Really love them. Still organizing though, so bear with me. I've got some of my paper pads. These are stamps that I haven't organized yet. There's some of my Stampin' Up sets. And some more Stampin' Up sets. Whoops. And down here I have my acrylic stamps that I've put in CD holders. I'm going to be organizing these by theme and putting labels and dividers in between them, but I haven't done that yet. Haven't done a lot of stuff. I'm just too busy with work right now. There's some more of them. Here's some of my newest stamps and some that I'm using for some Valentine's projects. And my Stampin' Up paper, which I don't have a lot of, and I'm going to be getting more because I do love their paper. I just love paper, all kinds. Back up here, we've got some chipboard and some specialty papers and some collections, things like that. These are some cards that I've completed that are just ready to be used if I need them. Paper bags, some clips, and here's some more paper. This is just generic paper that I bought when I first got into scrapping, and then a couple of paper pads that I'm using right now, which one is the Mariposa collection. I love it. And the other is the Be Mine stack from DCWV. I'm using this for all of my Valentine's Day cards that I'm working on right now. And then down here is a mess, but it's all of my flowers, all different brands, but mainly Prima. And then up here we have, I'm going to be putting more of my catalogs, things like that in here. And then this is a paper bag album that I did a video on. And these are those musical clefts. They're not notes, they're musical clefts, like treble clefts. Yeah, clips, paper clips from Staples. And there's some more of the staple clips that were on clearance, and a little tin that I made. My tags, and some tags that I've already made. My chipboard letters, or all kinds of letters actually. My chipboard shapes. This is just some butterflies and things that I just got from Michael's that I haven't put away yet. My felt, my chipboard albums, some scraps of paper, and then more paper packs. And stay tuned for a video in the next day or two about paper packs. You're not going to believe it. Well, maybe you will. And then there's some cards and envelopes. There's some specialty items, some metal sheets and some shrink film, things like that. This is I did a haul on this collection. This is the Mimosa collection that I got from 2Ps a week or so ago. And then I've got some canvases, some more miscellaneous paper, and then these are my bling mainly, and well, some markers and things, but most of it's just bling. And this is my paints. Oh, it's really dark, I'm sorry. My paints, my daubers, my alcohol inks, my stickles, my homemade glimmer mist, things like that. And this is extra adhesives, and I've got to decide what to put in there yet. Then over here, a lot of this is just storage, but here I've got some crayons and things like that that I use for some artwork. And this is Christmas stuff, stamps, papers, things like that. Those are empty right now. I did get some reorganizing done. This is my box for using my glimmer mists or embossing. There's some stamps that I need to get put away. There's a project that I was working on that's a CD holder for my car. These are projects that I'm working on, and the rest of that's all empty. This is a file box of embellishments sorted by theme. You know, I've got like friendship, kids, florals, Christmas, even some that are actual paper pack themes like berry sweet, things like that. Here's my crop bag. These are, oh, I've got to fix this. These are just miscellaneous tools that I don't use too often. This is my Tim Holtz drawer. These are other odds and ends that I need to find a place for. This box here, I have all of my material in that I use for different things. And that's really about it. So anyhow, I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, stay tuned, because in the next day or two I'm going to have a special video in regard to a paper pack giveaway. Alright guys, see you later. Bye-bye.